WorldBox. My we oops, hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be just a chill stream today. We're gonna be talking about well, specifically Godzilla figures, but more importantly, the lineup of Godzilla figures that have been made from the company Hiya toys. Because, oh boy, I've got a lot to talk about today. So, I'm just gonna get us situated here on the world I want. Let's see. Yeah, delete that one. Let's load this one. Alright, here we go. Alright. Well, a kin dies the moment we load in. Alright, so let's see. We're not gonna go long on this stream. We're not gonna go like 3 hours for sure. I'll probably make this like a 1 hour stream. Let's see. First topic for today. I'm gonna look at the Hiya Toys lineup and see what we should talk about first. Okay, yep, I know what we'll talk about first. Okay. Kiryu. So, I don't know if y'all heard, but Hiya Toys recently announced there was a new Kiryu figure. The bad part is, it is like $100, but that's not the bad problem. The bad news, Hiya is so, God forbid, ignorant in adding any single beam effect. Like, and it's not just me also complaining about this. A lot of people complain that it has none of its red eyes when it goes berserk. And most of the accessories are like literally just part of the figure itself, like the mazer blades, the backpack cannon. Like, don't get me wrong, the figure is good, and they finally did an accurate paint job. But like, if you don't have the absolute zero cannon, just why? What is on my? Come on, I need to clean this part of my iPad because apparently there's a goddamn like. It's like some sort of thing got stuck on it. Yeah, as I'm saying, like, the problem I have with Hiya Toys is they're gonna make a probably. Okay, this mode they're gonna make a lot of versions of. I only, however, expect it's gonna be three technically. Yeah, it's gonna be free, because you've got regular Kiryu, you've got its damaged version then, in the end of the movie. And then you've got the other one from Tokyo SOS, so there's only gonna be 3 versions. This is the problem. When you don't include the red eyes, and when you don't even have a beam effect, like, this figure is 99.99% perfect, and they keep... Like, they have the absolute zero cannon in the chest open up, and they don't even have a beam for it. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm sorry for my language, but Jesus Christ. Like, Hiya needs to add beam effects to standard figures. I never noticed that before in the game. Woof. Like, I would love if there was just a standard beam that came with every Godzilla figure. But we can't have that, obviously, because, that's not how people do it, usually. How that looks alive in here? Hold on, nope, you're not supposed to be alive. Oh my god, what is happening over here? But yeah, like, Kiryu is good, but... I'm looking at his image right now, and there's just something that bugs me, but I can't quite place it. Oh, no, right, now I can place it. The face, from certain angles, it does look a bit meh, but other than that, the face looks good nonetheless. Alright, Kiryu, we got that one easy out the way. Let's talk about Ghidorah 2.0. Because I just got word from FedEx that it's in California, my Ghidorah. And I bought that guy 13 days ago. It will be my first Ghidorah figure in, I think, 6 to 8 years of collecting. And, oh boy, the reviews are looking very positive for this guy. Like, if you don't own a Hiya Toys Ghidorah figure from them already, why is everyone at war with these guys? Hold on. Oh my god, I was not... Wait. What the... How did you die? You're not at war, aren't you? They're fighting skeletons? Question mark? Okay, hold on. Before I resume about Ghidorah. Okay, everyone's at peace. Oh, wait, what? Cities of Anda break away from the... yeah, some cities just broke up from this place. That couldn't be bad. But yeah, these lava lines are supposed to represent Godzilla's return. By the way, I thought these were all... These are supposed to be all... Endermanium. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, Ghidorah's reviews are looking surprisingly positive. I'm going on like, it's not a long trip, it's a short trip for, the upcoming President's break. I'll be going on a yearly vacation to somewhere, but I'm not telling you where. But, I leave on Sunday, but the problem is, right now it's technically in California, question mark? I don't... It's supposed to arrive at my city, hopefully. We hope it arrives at my city before vacation, guys. Like, I bought this guy 13 days ago. I have been excited for this guy ever since I bought it. So yeah, I'm just hoping it arrives before I leave. But in other news, the quick update, so Burning Godzilla, I mentioned that I was able to pull off the pull of the 25th century because I was able to get a Burning Godzilla battle version from Hiya's official website. Apparently when I bought it, it was out of stock at the time. Yeah, I know. Don't worry though, we are still getting the figure, however... Hiya did clear things up with me and they said... Why is the audio? Hold on, I'm gonna save this one because, I don't know what the audio is doing right now. I'm gonna reload that because I feel like the audio just got a bit messed up. No, I don't... Oh my god. How do I get out of this? Okay, I got out of that. But, yeah, so Burning apparently was out of stock when I bought it, and, my feeling is it's gonna be here when Beast of the East Collectibles gets it, cause they're getting a bunch of the Burning Godzilla battle version figures. Cause if you don't know the whole situation, Burning is one of those figures that got that had a problem with I guess custom. Oh shit! Now I gotta reload the word. It had a problem with customs. I don't know why. But, apparently, while I did buy the figure when it was out of stock, Hiya is still sending me a copy, so I am thankful of that. Because I still made the greatest pull of the century by getting that figure. So, thank you, Hiya, for at least making sure that that figure I was getting is still being brought to me. It's probably going to arrive in March, so expect a review then. In the meantime, there's been nothing else new about it for a few days now. Here's some other news, though. So, hold on. Right next to me is my, Hiya Toys Godzilla. So there's this one YouTuber who I don't know why, but NBYT, to, call him out, he says he loved the figure, but I don't get what he means when it's inaccurate. From what I understand from the source material, and from looking at it from my perspective, yeah, Hiya is definitely fully accurate to the movie. I don't know why, but he says it's like the detail, like on the chest, the legs, the proportions all on. I do know that, but who cares about detail and accuracy? It's a figure. I will just grab a Godzilla figure if it looks good. I don't care about accuracy. Well, I do, but not to the extent of other people. Like, I'm not gonna care about oh, it's missing a single horn, so I'm not gonna buy a figure. Oh, it's missing this spike. No, I don't care if there's one mistake. Like, I'm still gonna buy the figure anyway. And that's why I don't like people saying, oh, it's inaccurate to the source material. Actually. Like, he literally showed an image. And, buddy, it is literally the exact same look. It's just the fact that you don't understand. Like, okay, figures are obviously made in different material. And I feel like he's talking about the skin texture, because you can see a post of his he did on his community post, but, like, he shows an image and I'm just like, it's a different material they use for the figure. They're not gonna always make things the best looking. And they're always not gonna get it always 100% accurate. Like, you gotta understand that, buddy. Other than that, the Hiya Godzilla figure is awesome. What I am seeing, though, and I don't know if I'll get him for Easter, because last year I actually got the Hiya Toys Skull Claw on Easter. Godzilla 2000 is a banger. He is, like, selling good with the community in terms of reviews. People are loving that guy, and I am actually going to get 2000. Just not now. I had about like $300, but since I bought both King Ghidorah and Battle Version Burning, I'm currently on a short hiatus of buying stuff. Because I'm going to save back up my money. My plan is trying to get more Godzilla monsters, because most of my collection is different types of Godzilla too. So, probably the next figure would be, because there's Behemoth, there's Shimo, there's Scylla. But is Scylla really the Wolfit though? I mean, yes, in my collection it would be Wolfit, but I mean, like, is it what I would get right now? No, it would not be. Alright, so, I'm trying to currently think of what Godzilla figure is next on the list to buy, once I get these guys. But, well, a while I will not be buying stuff. The mountains here should be, And then I'm gonna put the lava like so. There we go. That looks more better. Alright. So, next up on the list is, okay, we were talking about 2000. 2000, he looks good overall in terms of accuracy, however. What, you think I'm gonna say he's bad? Of course not. He is the most accurate of Godzilla figures. Well, one of the most accurate Godzilla figures I've ever seen online. It is just amazing how Hiya Toys has evolved so much. They literally delayed so many Godzilla figures, but it was just because of accuracy, and they have pulled it off. Oh my god, this guy has... Wait, these people have 5. They have 5 people in that territory due to the lava impact here. Let's make a little land bridge for them. That doesn't seem a bit fair. Oh, that's a bit bigger than expected. Alright, what do we want to talk about next? Okay. I've got a good one next. It is, some tips for y'all Godzilla collectors out there. For those who, okay. So, Shima obviously is a good figure, right? So, why did they reveal both a flashlight and an LED version around the same time? And we haven't even gotten the flashlight version, they released an LED version preview. And in my opinion, both of those aren't worth it. LED's too expensive overall. And like, the original Shima figure is better because I don't like her Atomic Web version as a figure. There is literally no reason why they had to make a flashlight beam version. If they had given us a beam effect in the first figure, which was not likely at all, that would have been fine. But when they do a flashlight version, it just looks so messy. You know what I mean? Like, the paint just looks a bit more, like, splotchy. And it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but, like, it does draw some of that detail away that they had in the original figure. That's why I don't want to get the flashlight version, because it just takes away some detail, because I could go on CapCut, and I could edit it where if I had the Shima figure, I would edit it to where Shima spikes glow, and then, bam, I just make her fire a beam. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to, buy another version of Shima, which I just don't need. So that's a good tip for y'all, by the way. Don't buy figures that look good but aren't good in person. Oh boy, next one on the list though, okay. So, let's talk. Let's talk what again, question mark? I forgot what I was just about to say, but like... Why are there so many skeletons? Okay, I'm going to put these guys in extinction real quickly. What do I want to talk about next, though? One of the guys, though, that Hiya's made that I'm... Okay, so... I think we can all agree about one thing. Where the fudge is Mechagodzilla 2021? So, that was one of the figures they teased very early on when they were starting their Monsterverse. But they've not shown Mechagodzilla 2021. My only reason behind why this is because they're so focused on all the other new stuff that they just forgot about him for the time being. They'll definitely come back to him since they made the head for Con 2.0 as an accessory, like the SH Monster Special Color Edition did. One of the things, though, I am looking forward to getting is Behemoth. He's looking good. Like, we all love the woolly mammoth that is Behemoth, basically. And I would really like to have him as a figure because it's just a simple kaiju. It's a simple elephant that's like a woolly mammoth. It's think about a woolly mammoth, but if it lived in a rainforest and it had 2 giant tusks. It's literally just that simple, but I like it. I like Behemoth as a kaiju. Methuselah though. If hopefully Methuselah comes back to us one day. If you all know what happened, you all know what happened. Alright, so next guy on the list, I'm actually going to talk about Godzilla 2019 here because I've had this guy for almost half a year. Holy shit, he is amazing! Like, he is like the most detailed eyes of a Godzilla figure. He had the most detailed eyes of a Godzilla figure until Godzilla 2000 came around. But in my opinion, he still has some of the most detailed eyes in Godzilla figure history. He is a bit stiff though. I will say that. I will say that. They haven't showcased Wombat off yet, and I'm confused why. So, Wombat is one of the figures they had revealed, but that is actually the last figure they have shown us that was in prototype status at like a toy fair. So, once that comes out, I don't know what they're gonna have planned for us next, guys. Okay, now I want to do the tiniest lava here really quickly before I continue talking. Oh, I need to get rain here really quickly. What is the rain doing? There we go. Why is it sort of... Ooh, that's not right. Hold on. Inferno. Why is the Inferno biome over there? Ooh. I want jungle here. And then we put the trees right there. So, one of the figures I am curious about if they'll ever do, because I already own them, one of the guys... And just one of my family members had to talk to me for a second. That's why I went mute for a second. Alright, so... One of the things I am curious about is if they'll do a male Muto figure, because, we've not really gotten any, like, well, technically sort of new Monster vs. Kaiju, except Suko, Skarkin, but those guys aren't out yet, as well as the Behemoth 2. One of the, Monster X, though, I'm not getting, and there's a lot of reasons why. I like Monster X, but I've never liked the idea of him being a Ghidorah. And the reason why is because it doesn't make sense. I've hated the fact for so long that Monster X is a type of Ghidorah that he just evolves into. That is not okay with me. I want there to be in the future if it wasn't tied to Kaiser Ghidorah, I would have had Kaiser Ghidorah as one of my most favorite Ghidorah designs, but he's like now at one of the lowest ranking Ghidorah designs of all time, because he's just not as, I don't want to say detailed, but like not as most thought out. Let's see, what else should we talk about? Yes, I'm very wanting to know what their Tiamat man is going to look like in hand, though. It looks amazing from the prototype images. People are complaining about the fact that it's green, and yet people saying, oh, no, it's blue. Like, watch the goddamn movie and freeze it by frame every second. Like, let's introduce orcs into this world. Oh, you know what? Hold on. You know what? This would be so funny. this tiny island here. Hold on, you know what?
Over.
Whoa! There was a massive explosion right now. But yeah, I'm very excited to see the team. I don't want to buy the. If they ever do a Godzilla Master figure, I'm not buying it because I've already got the Super 7 charged version. I've already got the Lego Ultimate version. I don't care what people say. The Super 7 is the most accurate Godzilla Minus One figure there is. Although the head is a bit, you know, problematic. Can we get rid of this water? There we go. I don't know if they would do a good Shin Godzilla though, cause let's be honest, SH Monsters when they came to their Shin Godzilla, it looked like it was from a literal garbage. I hated that Shin Godzilla figure so much. Why is this so wide? Oh, no, that's Crow's Ocean. And you need this to be shallow water. And I'm gonna do this. Do a bit of this, do a bit of that. We got some shower water we can put here. I am though excited to see what Hiya does in the future, I will be honest. I want them to succeed. What the hell was that? That sounded like a massive explosion. Oops, that has some, yeah, that gets rid of those tiny remaining land pieces. That moves that piece too, and then no. Yeah, that's good. We're looking fine and dandy here. Where did that explosion just hit, though? I need to find out. Oh no! Oh my God, the king just died, didn't he? I'm gonna put some land back there. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Shannon doesn't sprint like that though. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Hiya has down later on. I would love to see them do a damn it, what was I just thinking of? Oh yeah, a Muto Prime figure. That would be so awesome. I would love to see that. That would be a figure I would immediately pick up, no questions asked. What? I also do hope they make some good improvements too later on for their Monster vs. Godzilla, because you can't really like move the joint like Heisei, and that had a lot of articulation. And I am excited to see the Evolved Godzilla 2.0, which I will be getting. I've yet to get my first Monster vs. Kong figure though. Let me know down in the comments also what Godzilla figures you would like me to get next in my collection, because I still got a lot more guys to add into my collection. But do we've got any other landmasses that need removed? Come on. Okay, that just spot was down, just filled in there. Okay, those spots have been filled in. Ooh, tiny gap right there. Let me just fix that. Alright, we're good. Ooh, that would be a lot. Alright, what else from Hiya do I want to talk about? Their Skarkin figure's looking a bit good. I would say that, but I don't know exactly if it will be fully 100% accurate. Oh wait, dog, he does have a second vision, I just forgot. I was figured he was gonna have some second vision. But no, he doesn't have a second vision. Oop, I knocked that house down, but it's fine. Heck, I'm gonna have to make this stand like... On the way up here. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Oh my god, used to us at war. Alright. Let's see. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? How long are we for the live stream? I don't have a lot else to talk about Hiya toys, so here's what I was gonna say. They're doing good, but they need to make some improvements to accessories. They need to add beams to some figures. Like, we still have not gotten Ghidorah in 1991 with a figure that has gravity beams. And that's a bit stupid, because this guy does not have any special version where he needs gravity beams. All he has is the same version, just with gravity beams. So they kind of messed up there. They should have added a gravity beam. Because from what I understand, 1991 has no change in body design when he shoots with gravity beams. So yeah, they kind of messed up on that one. Would love to see them do a Muto Prime and a male Muto soon. Would also love to see what their Behemoth will look like and their Tiamat. Skarkin I'm looking forward to getting to. I cannot wait to review Ghidorah though for you guys and unbox him. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the live stream here. It's short, but I'm gonna call it because I don't have much else to talk about. So hope you enjoyed this short little live stream. And if you would like just more like Q&A sessions of like my thoughts and stuff, let me know down below.